I've been picked out to be picked on. Talked about out my rim mouth. I've been beat down till they turn my life around. Seems like I always fall short of being worthy. 'Cause I ain't good enough, but he still loves me.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another reality series with the beautiful Yashika. Thank you so much for tuning in, and today I will be discussing with you, guess what? Autism. Okay, see that we get the gist. This video that I'll be doing is aimed at creating awareness for persons out there living with autism, and for the wider society to be cognizant that persons out there with autism, they're humans. They too have rights. They have right to be protected, rights to be heard, right to a name and nationality, the whole 100. Yes, they too have rights. Hence the reason we should love, respect, and treat these persons like they're regular people, so that they can live a normal, happy, and healthy life. A lot of people may wonder, what is autism? What the hell is autism? Yes, autism, it is a spectrum of disorder. For short, it can be called ASD. This is a developmental disorder that affects both communication and behavior. Autism, there is no one cause. It's a mixture of both environmental and genetic factors. And as a result of that, some of the symptoms of autism, they generally appear as early as 2 years of age. So early detection is key. Once persons realize that this child is not developing as they should, instead of waiting, you can get the child assessed. One such place in Jamaica that assess persons is microcare. So if you know a child that doesn't seem to be developing as they should, you can recommend them to be assessed at microcare. Many people will ask the question, how do you know when somebody has autism? Well, you may know when a child has autism not by just mere speculation or just looking and saying, you know, that a boy they have autism because him no look so good, him look weak, him look shriveled, you know? No. Or don't say because him look retarded, him look like him a handicap. Don't say that. Handicap is situational, and calling someone a retard, it's a derogatory term. And we don't appreciate that as humans. So let's desist from calling persons with autism retards or handicaps. Alright? You'll know when a person have autism by looking for certain signs and symptoms. These may include them portraying little to no eye contact. So when you're having a conversation with some persons who have autism, while you there beat up your gum and attack, they won't be paying you no mind. They'll be there busy doing their own thing. Then there is difficulty in socializing. So they tend to play by themselves. So for school-age children, when it's recess time, you don't find them playing with the other children. They'll be in a corner by themselves, talking to their toys. They use different tone of voice. They take on different characters. Yes, those are some of the things you'll find some children with autism doing. And there is also repetitive behavior where they'll do the head rocking, the hand flapping, or the banging of the head. The banging of the head, it can cause a lot of problems. It can cause them to hurt themselves because it really hurts when you lick up your head in a one wall, you know. Yes, so it can cause them to hurt themselves. Also, you may find persons with autism repeating certain words and phrases. This is called echolalia, which you can read up more about echolalia on your own time, right? And last but not least, persons with autism are easily angered when you disrupt their routine. So some of we when enough and jumpy and like we change up things, yeah man, we get people with autism cross, angry and miserable. Yeah. So say for instance, when they get up early in the morning, they like to shower, then brush their teeth, and you, no, with your enough self, go tell them, say, go brush your teeth first and then your beard. You'll get them mad. You will get them upset. They will throw tantrums. Yes, they will throw tantrums because you are disrupting their routine. This is what they used to. So they're gonna be very angry about that. Just like everybody else out there, persons with autism, they have their own strengths. So instead of us as individuals looking at these persons with autism and saying, oh, they now come out to nothing good because they have autism. Don't do that. Look beyond the person's disorder or disability and highlight the positives, because I'm sure of every situation that looks bad, something good can come out of it. Not true? Yes, I couldn't agree with me more. So some of the strengths that a person with autism may possess is the fact that they are smart. Some of these individuals are very smart, smarter than me and you, smarter than any regular children. Some will be very good with math, something that I'm not good at, because even in high school I didn't even got recommended to do math at CXC level. Nope, I was not. And some of these children, they're very good with math. Also, persons with autism are able to remember things that they've learned a long time ago. Something we call donkey years. Yeah man, they can remember as well. When our memories slip up every 24/7, they too can remember things taught a long time ago. And last but not least, they're visual learners. So they learn by watching. So they sit down and they observe mommy cooking. And one day, out of nowhere, you might see the child around the stove cooking, and you say, Jesus Christ, but me don't want John burn up himself. No man, John not burn up himself. He observed mother while she was cooking, and as a result of that, he can cook. It may not taste so good, or yeah, but they're able to do their thing because they too have strengths, not just challenges. You feel me? Good. Because autism is a spectrum of disorder, the challenges or problems faced by these individuals, they can range from mild to severe. So it's mild, moderate, and severe. Result of the challenges faced, there are different classifications of autism spectrum disorder. There is the Asperger syndrome, there is autistic disorder, there is childhood disintegrative disorder, and pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified. Asperger syndrome is found on the milder end of the spectrum, where the child function normally, or close to normal rather. They may pose problems with socializing, but they tend to be very smart. While there is the autistic disorder. With the autistic disorder, it leans to the severe end of the spectrum. These children tend to have behavioral problems. They may have problems with cognition and impaired learning abilities. Also, the childhood disintegrative disorder. This is where the child tends to be developing normally, and whoops, in the blink of an eye, they start to lose their language, social, and cognitive abilities. So they are found on the severe end of the spectrum. So this is the most severe case of ASD. And last but not least, there is pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified. This is found on the moderate side of the spectrum. So it is between Asperger's syndrome, which is high functioning autism, and autistic disorder. So the child tends to function a bit normal. They may have challenges with behavior and communication, yes, but the fact still remains they function close to normal. I'm sure a lot of us may have encountered some situations where we think we can overcome, right? Yes, so there are certain illness or ailments that may come on us and we get treatment for it and it go away. Not so with autism. With autism, there are no treatments to make it go away. There are treatments to mitigate the challenges faced. And the treatment is not a one-size-fits-all thing, because the treatment, it varies based on the level of severity. Some of the treatments that can be administered for persons with autism includes parent education and training. So parents themselves need to be sensitized about their child's disorder. They need to be aware of the do's and don'ts and how to treat a child with the disorder. Also, there is cognitive behavioral therapy. There is speech and language therapy. There is social skills training. There are certain medications that can be administered, and these medications are used to mitigate symptoms such as depression and anxiety. Parents who have children with disability, just remember you're not alone, right? There are agencies out there that offer support for these persons. There is JASA, which is Jamaica Autism Support Association. Yes, you can go to JASA for support of your child, so as to not feel burdened or overwhelmed with dealing with a child who has autism. A key take-home point is that autism, it is represented by a ribbon. And if you look closely, here you'll see the ribbon. The ribbon, it has different shapes and it is very colorful, as you can see. Also, it looks like a little puzzles that they're joined together. You know how puzzles are. I must tell you that the different puzzle patterns, it reflects the complexity of the disorder, while the different colors and shapes, it represents the diversity of people and families out there living with the disorder. Do remember that persons out there with disability, they are humans, and as such, the disability doesn't come before the individual. So the politically correct term is persons with disability, or persons with autism rather, and not the boy with autism or the autistic girl. No, it's more than that. Although they may have a disability and face certain challenges, I'm sure that as individuals, they don't let their disability overpower them. No, they don't do that, and neither should you. Now that I have enlightened your darkness about autism, do remember that you should treat someone with autism the way how you would want to be treated, so that each and every one of us can enjoy life. Live, love, and laugh. Guess what? That's a reality. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was indeed my pleasure sharing information with you. I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Bye.